Seminoles will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Haynes. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the shot to clear has come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The shot that clears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
Can't hang on across the middle on first down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Checks it down to his running back. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the right. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Coastal. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in the interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. He's going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Seminole.
How about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you've got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. On the run, still looking. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
The Seminoles line it up with a first and goal. From the gun. Now improvising. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's dealt. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here comes the heat. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, no! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. Go with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Offense changing the play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Smith. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And the shot to clear is in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. Open space at the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the back. grab near the marker. It's Haynes. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Pushes toward the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, shot to clear.
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, and we got some positive mojo on our side.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. Finds the tight end. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Fagnano. Scrambling away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown Seminoles! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, running back on the move. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Used the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground.
Deep shot for the end zone. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now, because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Yeah, and when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Hyde is back in the middle. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of ball.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Quick completion to the right. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Noles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Delp. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have...
The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss.
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
He's going to take off. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The shot that clears are moving quickly down the field. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds. And
there he goes, ripping through the defense. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Big fella showing some ability, got away from 1 tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. quickly to the tight end. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Chanticleers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Touchdown, Chanticleer! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdowns.
Turning it on! They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Bell. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. With the catch, it's Boston. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. This defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Touchdown, no! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. This guy runs with some attitude, discarding tacklers, and works his way to the 19.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Chanticleers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And he's wrapped up after a solid return. And the shot to clears will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Got a man. It's Boston. Oh, what a caught! Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Used the play fake, now to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Now facing a third and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks out 9 just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes a grab past the marker. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give to the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. And the Hawkeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw. It's Washington. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Iowa! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Pulls it in, it's Smith. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time.
Open field on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, goes through Carolina.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Firing to the right, complete.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those with the short passing game.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Bernard. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. It's a seam wide open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Breeze. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Shanta Clears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And the Shanta Clears really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To the ground with the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Complete downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks, because he got nothing after the catch. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Got it in the middle, it's Boston. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Finds his tight end. Crosses the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Steps away. Creates a little room. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Chanticleers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The shot that clears, come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the shot that clears come to the line in the hurry up. Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. He got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
To the air, it's Washington. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and they'll take it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Took care of it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. This time it's complete. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Now on first down from the 40. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? To throw, it's Washington. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that end. Nice job by the defense.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. corner is going to give them some space. Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This defense is a very well-coached unit, and they're very, very active, and they're very aware of what's going on. Everybody on defense there knew where the quarterback wanted to go with it. Everyone trying to get their hands in the air to swat it down.
They get to him as he throws. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Washington. Going deep. Makes the grab at the 10. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Hawkeyes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments, things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Past the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.